right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Another episode of the Always Chillin' Podcast. Skinny Deep, the Sandman, in the barbershop. Once again, recording your favorite show. Have you heard anything about Drake lately?
Yeah, I've been seeing that
in
shit.
the last couple days?
I did see that. I saw it on accident.
I tell my wife, don't be looking at it.
Yeah, bro, it's blessed.
You
yeah.
saw it?
He's definitely blessed.
You actually saw the video?
On accident, yeah.
On
like,
accident?
What the fuck, man? What the fuck is this?
On
yeah,
Twitter
Twitter's
or
a
something?
motherfucker, man. I gotta go clean my Twitter up. Yeah. I gotta go clean my Twitter up. But yeah.
But so you can confirm this shit's...
I'm not confirming. I didn't look long enough.
I heard he was like flopping
Yeah,
it
man,
around,
like
flopping it
a
around.
motherfucking
like-
water hose, man, in that motherfucker, man. Bro, bless. You know.
But
what
I
I'm
heard
saying?
some people saying it's a prosthetic.
Shit's real in the field. Yeah. The prosthetic game, bro, is deep.
Really?
Yeah, I think you can even get it like if you're missing 3 fingers, like you can go buy 3 fingers, man. And
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about prosthetic
prosthetic everything.
wieners specifically.
Yeah, man,
I was
prosthetic.
Like, I guess I never looked into
Yeah, you can get one. Yeah, I mean,
I know they have them.
I think they even got them that, you spray a little water out that motherfucker.
Well, I kind of think maybe it is because, like, how does a video like that leak, man? Like, you leaked it,
You did it.
and you want to go viral for having a
You
huge
did that.
dick. And maybe you do. That's cool, but some people think it's a prosthetic.
Not my thing. Like the whole dick pic thing. Like
Yeah,
I
I
wouldn't
heard-
even know how to do it.
I
but-
heard he's pretty.
Yeah, but bro,
yeah,
blast.
I heard he's,
Yeah.
I heard he's got.
I
a pretty-
mean, if somebody looking for that,
shit
yeah,
going on.
yeah. He advertised it for you. I don't know why he would do it. Like, why would Drake do that?
I don't know.
You ain't got to do that.
Nah. But you might as well.
But you,
Too.
yeah, I guess you might as well. I'm fucking
At
Drake,
that point,
right?
yeah. Like,
I don't know, man.
I kind of see like, if anybody's gonna do it, he
It would
should have
be-
just posted it himself on Twitter.
Yeah, just do it yourself. Who recorded it?
I don't know. It wasn't him that recorded it. I haven't seen
Didn't
it.
look like it.
I haven't seen it. I'll have to ask my wife, see if she knows any
Yeah,
details
check the
about
angles
it.
on that. Check the angles on that.
And she better not
I mean,
know any details about it.
he was double fisting, so I mean, somebody had to be holding the phone or whatever the camera,
Maybe
whatever
he
the
like
fuck.
had it like
Yeah, man, over the shoulder, all
had it,
kind of
like
shit.
in his
Like, damn, bro.
phone in his chin or something.
Yeah, Twitter a motherfucker, man. That's where I first saw it.
So you're just scrolling Twitter.
You're just
and it's
scrolling,
just
scrolling. I was
that's
like, what the
Drake's-
fuck?
Drake's
You know what I'm
shit.
saying? So my Twitter page is like, I follow this one, man. It's called Morbid Outtakes.
Oh shit.
Like, this one last night, I showed Jenna, right? I'm just like, look. It's like 4 or 5 tigers, right? And they just standing there chilling.
Okay.
And I see, in the background, I can't see the guy that's actually shooting, but you can see the
It's like
ground.
it's a video.
Yeah. You can see the ground where the shots are hitting the ground and shit. And the tigers, they all scatter and shit, right? And I'm like, why is he shooting at the tigers? They just chilling. I'm smoking. I'm like, they just chilling. Why you fucking with the tigers, homie? And I had to kind of like focus in. And this dude rolled down the hill. And he's all bloody and shit. I was like, oh, fuck. They had a dude in their mouth. They was getting ready to feast on this motherfucker, man.
Fuck.
Yeah, one there was a bear attack where this dude is still alive, and the bear just shredded his. Like, I
don't know.
you follow one of these fucking pages, and they just all like
I don't follow any. I don't know what it is about the internet lately, but
shit's
like
popping up.
I'm on Instagram and it does that thing where it's like, oh, this is sensitive or whatever.
Yeah,
And I used to hit show and it would be like somebody busting their ass really bad.
right.
But now I hit show and it's like a dude like actually getting decapitated by a train or something.
And
I'm
you
like,
don't.
what is
You
this?
ain't
Why-
following. You
No,
no.
nothing.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Is that by design?
And I
Is
see
that-
like I'm scrolling Instagram and I see other people posting memes about it. Like me, the 10th time Instagram shows me somebody fucking dying. So it's like it's doing it to everybody, but I don't know why. And it's weird because I hit those all the time because like I want to see the videos.
I want to see what's up. Yeah,
The dude, like I want that too. I'm always like, why? It's like you don't want to see this. I'm like, I think I do.
Let me be the judge.
But usually when I click that, it's like a dude falling off a ladder or something.
Yeah, it's
and
getting
just
real
busting
serious.
his ass. But now it's like it's seriously like people getting hit by cars, motorcycle crashes,
yeah, I
people
don't-
getting stabbed. I saw one of a dude
Like,
getting
what the
stabbed
fuck?
the other day.
I don't know. I don't know. Are they trying to like what's the word I'm looking for here?
Yeah, what are you trying to influence me?
Either that or
Trying to-
desensitize us
You trying
to
to like
shit.
maybe they're trying to put us in a bad mood.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, why are they showing me this
Yeah,
shit?
I don't know. It's weird, but I've been spending less time on Instagram, honestly.
I've been
So it's not a
spending.
bad. It's not a bad thing.
It's not. I've been spending a lot of, especially with these nice days we've had these past few days, man.
Yeah.
Like the pandemic, like got me back out in nature.
Mm-hmm.
And not that I never liked going outside. You know, I was pretty much always outside anyway. But I can, especially if I don't have anything to do, I ain't got a cut for the day or something, man. I can wake up, go outside at 10 a.m. and probably be outside until it's time to eat or time to shut it down. I can be outside all day, and that's what I've been doing these past few days. The
That's good,
fucking
man.
internet is just.
Yeah, it's been weird lately, dude.
But I have been seeking a lot of knowledge. Billy Carson. You been watching Billy Carson? Whoa. I've been really
Knowledge about what?
everything. Uh like the episode I'm watching right now, it's called The Sean Ryan Show. Like technology. Let's just use technology for one. I noticed he said and first it was just a clip. Then I had to seek this dude out because number one, it's a black dude. Like this dude is like the smartest dude in the world when it comes to older civilizations and shit, right? And he said, as far as technology goes, we're just rediscovering everything that's already been here. He said some of the Sumerians and those types of people, like they were so far advanced that even if we could go back in time, grab one of them, and bring them to 2024, they would still be thousands of years more advanced than us than technology. The heads in Easter Island, somebody set them on fire, burned them down. Yeah, just in 2022, 2023.
Why?
Yeah.
How do you burn them down?
Rock, stone, right.
Yeah.
With a chemical or whatever. They had enough time, because this place is heavily guarded. This is Easter Island. But they were burned down. He said the bodies go down into the ground. And there was evidence that they were holding, like technology and shit. Let's say like a cell phone, even iPad or something. So there's been proof of technology.
I didn't even know about that.
Nobody did. That's what I was like. How could somebody do that?
Oh, it says it was a forest fire.
No trees on Easter Island. It's not that kind of a place. Nothing to I'm sure you can ignite it, but nothing to carry the fire on to burn. Like the California or Utah or something.
I mean, it's not like they're ruined. They're just like kind of fucked up
Yeah, they're fucked
a
up.
little bit.
Wouldn't be able to study. You probably burned off
Yeah.
the first, second, third, like the important shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that
Crazy.
brother's real deep, man. And Sean Ryan's usually a military show, but he's like been spreading his wings, with different people and shit. Just been watching. Really been watching that dude. Been blowing my mind about a whole lot of shit, like Adam and Eve. You know what I mean? They always led us to believe that Adam and Eve were the only two people. He's like, nah, man. The earth was populated just like it is now. For some reason, they were chosen. There's places in the Bible where Jesus disappeared for a certain amount of time, right? The Anunnaki came down here, said, Jesus, you're going to roll with us. We're going to teach you our shit, and we're going to bring you back, and you're going to be who you are. Jesus had 3 brothers. I did not know this shit. Shit just been busting my head, bro. I'm
Jesus
like,
had
what?
3 brothers.
Jesus had 3 brothers. I think it's Simon, Judah, and James. Robert, something I could be. I know Simon, James. He might have even had a sister. I could be wrong.
James, Joseph, Simon.
He said pastors hate him. Pastors tell him how much they love Jesus, and he's like, well, where was his brothers' names? And none of them can name them. I didn't know this. Not gonna lie, I did not know Jesus. I thought he was just the man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't know that either. Nobody talks about Simon.
Yeah, what's up? Who was Simon? What was up with him? Because I don't think he's mentioned in the Bible. I don't remember.
I don't know. What would his name be? Like Simon?
It wouldn't have been Simon.
Simon Christ.
Because Moses, he said Moses' real name was like Yeziziah. I know I'm getting that wrong, but it wasn't Moses. The Anunnaki took Moses also and taught him all the power that he had as well. So maybe he really did split that sea.
Yeah. The Anunnaki are a group of deities. I didn't know this, so I'm reading it. Anunnaki are a group of deities of the ancient Sumerians, Adakians, Assyrians, and Babylonians. In the earliest writings, the Anunnaki are deities in the pantheon, descendants of An and Ki, the god of the heavens and the goddess of earth, and their primary function was to decree the fates of humanity. They should not be confused with Apkallu. Don't confuse them with Apkallu,
No.
which are
So I'm gonna
different.
can I say this about space?
Probably, yeah.
It's changed my mind.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? What changed your mind about
Listening to Billy Carson.
What do you say
Changed
about it?
my
that
mind
changed
because
your
that's where the Anunnaki. That's Mars has been all these planets have been populated, and they probably still are. It's where they came from. We've already been there. So I'm like, oh man, I must.
But you're on board on space now, though.
I'm on board.
We're getting there, dude.
Not as I've been told. Listening to Billy Carson, I still don't believe in the moon landing. I don't believe.
Okay.
I don't believe we did that. I don't.
So, Mars would have been populated by people from Earth already, or people are just already on Mars.
That were already on Mars.
Okay.
That were already on Mars. And that's when I'm like, well, yeah. Neil deGrasse Tyson, I thought he was always just a smug, like,
yeah, I think he's kind of
an
dick.
asshole. And then watching him I actually watched the episode with Joe Rogan, and I think Joe Rogan wanted to come over the desk and bust his shit.
It was tense, man. I remember that.
Like, you shouldn't be answering my questions off of emotion. Like, you're one of the smartest motherfuckers in the world. You know what I mean? You shouldn't ask me why I want to know. Like, motherfucker, you should just tell me.
Yeah.
Dr. Stephen Greer called Neil deGrasse Tyson a fraud, said he was paid for by the people and he doesn't know why he would give that information out. So, listening to Billy Carson, and I'm like, oh, man, I got to change my mind on space. Like,
cool. That's good.
I have to.
Nice.
Because that's where these beings came from.
Yeah.
They were, where they said the people were like ants at their feet. So the humans, you know what I mean?
So that they're actually huge? Is that what
they're
saying?
huge. So we go back to the pyramids. And I've always said this, and maybe I just didn't know how to say it or who these people were. But if you're 25 to 35 feet tall, man, those pyramid blocks are like fucking Legos to you, right?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I don't know. The pyramids are like 100 feet tall or something, right? Let's see how
just
tall-
one
let's
of
see
those
how tall
blocks,
these
bro,
motherfuckers
are probably bigger than this house.
Oh, you're talking about the blocks to make the
Yeah,
pyramids.
just one of those blocks.
Yeah. So
it's probably bigger.
Yeah,
big
if you're
as
that
this
big, you
house.
could just stack them together.
They're
like
just
that,
like
yeah.
Legos to them. A lot of people thought the pyramids were sarcophaguses, and even I did too. They always led us to believe that they buried. You know, these are people are buried in here, but they were power generators. Like they had lights. They were lighting up their cities and shit just like we do today. They had all that shit then.
455 feet tall, by the way.
Yeah,
Pyramids.
yeah.
Very
The
tall.
one in Antarctica is what do you say? 2 kilometers by 2 kilometers by 2 kilometers by 2 kilometers. Now, isn't that over? I don't know kilometers. And you're military. That's over a fucking mile, right? Am I wrong?
A
2
kilometer?
miles? How far is a kilometer?
I feel like a kilometer's because a meter is more than a yard, so I'm not sure. I don't even know how long. I don't know how many feet are in a mile, really. I'm better at kilometers. I'm better at kilometers. and
Yeah,
stuff
I know they
'cause
taught you kilometers. Yeah, I'm like, I gotta ask.
it's easier. I don't know how many miles are in. I don't know how many feet are in a mile.
Mile and a half. Let's ask.
Well,
Siri.
hold on. A 5K is 3 miles, so miles must be bigger. 5 kilometers
Hey
is like
Siri,
3 miles.
how far is a kilometer?
1,000 meters.
Hey Siri, how far is a kilometer in miles? 0.62 miles.
Okay, so
Either
miles,
way,
so
that's
miles
fucking
bigger.
huge.
Miles
that's
longer.
fucking
Yeah,
huge.
yeah.
Fucking huge.
Yeah,
He
kilometers
said
are just way
the pyramids in Antarctica actually make the pyramid in Giza look that small. So I looked that up, and I think it was I can't remember the dude's name. I don't want to murder the name, but sent thousands of people all over the world. You brand your people here, 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 and taught them the exact measurements. And every pyramid in the world, they're all the same size, all the same height, maybe off by a millimeter, he said, but they're all the same. None of them are different.
It's weird.
Yeah, it is. So there's proof that they're all the same people that did this, right? Has to be.
The power source thing seems too far to me. The generator. It says
They were able to.
They have also been part of they may have been part of a sophisticated power grid that harnessed hydrogen as a fuel and transmitted electricity wirelessly through obelisks.
Now we're getting nerdy.
I don't know about that.
Now we're gonna get nerdy.
I don't know about transmitting electricity wirelessly in Egypt. Also, if the technology was so good, why were they dying of like dumb shit all the time? They were dying of like a fever. You know?
Were they though?
Yeah.
I mean, in the Bible, I mean, people were 200, 300, 400, 500. Women were still having babies.
And women used to die in childbirth like
easy,
80% of the time.
Like it was like,
but now
she
it's
probably ain't gonna make it.
Yeah, but now it's like hardly ever, except in third world countries and stuff.
Yeah, like I said,
So
dude's
the technology was that good.
It's a lot to wrap your mind around. Like I was like
if they were transmitting electricity wirelessly, they would have figured out chicken pox and shit. You know, I think, or they wouldn't have been getting fucking syphilis and shit all the time. Like dudes are dying of syphilis.
Great questions.
Yeah, like Montezuma's Revenge. I'm pretty sure like that was like syphilis and shit.
Great questions. You got to watch the episode.
I should, because I do got questions, man.
Like I watched, it's probably about 2 hours long. I watched it probably in like 4 parts.
I don't know,
because it's just that it's like
there's some shit about the pyramids we don't know about for sure,
and we ain't gonna know about,
and we're never gonna know. But I don't know that they were transmitting electricity.
Billy Carson is so like this dude has VIP status to everything. Like you can't. And I've never been to Egypt, obviously, but I got an Oculus. I've been there on an Oculus, and I've been to the pyramids. I've been, right there. Like it takes you right there. And I always wanted to know, like, why can't I get close to the Sphinx? Like I walk down the path. I can tell you, like, I've really been there. Walk down the path, and it looks like it's probably about 50, 100 yards around the Sphinx, but you can't get close to the Sphinx. You see this door, but you can't get close to the Sphinx. You can even climb on the pyramids, bro. There's even like little nooks and shit. They allow you to go into the pyramids, but that Sphinx you cannot go into. But Billy Carson can take you under the Sphinx, inside the Sphinx. I'm like, damn, this mother. Who the fuck is this dude? So man, I just been on top of the game.
Yeah, there's a room hidden beneath the Sphinx.
Yeah,
you have to get approval from the government.
I don't think I would though.
To go in there. What?
I don't think I would go in any of that shit. If I'm probably never gonna go to Egypt anyway. I don't want to fly on a plane to Texas, let alone to fucking Egypt. But that's why I got it.
Cool, man.
You would go? You would roll?
Cool.
But you've been, you've seen some shit.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't want to go to Egypt.
Yeah.
You know.
Just not something
like I don't want to.
No disrespect. No disrespect.
I don't want to. Well, no. I just don't. I don't want to travel that far. I don't want to get on a plane. I don't know that I want to cross the ocean really ever again.
Just man, and I got some clients, from Africa, Middle East area, and I'm, being just let's say flying from New York to fucking Germany. You're over the ocean for 13 fucking hours.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that. And with these with the Apple Vision and stuff, dude, I can go to I can visit anything anytime pretty soon. Honestly, give it 20 more years and the Apple Vision is just going to be little sunglasses that you put on.
Gave me like fucking physically, dog, like
yeah, like you can do whatever.
like with damn near hop into it.
This Apple Vision thing, you can take videos and then watch the videos in virtual reality later. So you can take your own virtual reality videos with this fucking thing.
You about to cop one?
Which is great. No, fuck
no.
Not for $4,000. And I think, I honestly think it's too much. I think it's too far. I see these videos and the dudes, it's really cool. But, like they have like he's like, all right, I got YouTube right here, I got a big screen TV right here, because you can like put stuff on walls in your house and
Bing,
it'll
bing. Yeah, I
and
saw
it'll
that.
stay there,
Yeah.
and you can like go to a different room and come back and it's like you have a TV on the wall, so you
Yeah.
can have like there's just like it's everywhere, nonstop, everywhere, and eventually like you're gonna be seeing ads and shit.
I don't
all the
want to
time.
immerse myself in.
I mean, it's just like
The Oculus is enough.
it just seems like too much. It's fun to do. Like I have the PlayStation VR thing. Like it's fun.
Right.
It's fun to do. Like for that. Like specifically. Like
Specifically.
I want to do some virtual reality shit right now,
Right.
but I don't know about trying to mix it like that. But eventually, dude, it's just gonna be like a contact lens. You're just
In
gonna
your
pop it
fucking
in, and
eye.
everybody's
Yeah.
gonna be sitting there doing it
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Like I don't like it right now, but it's like
What was that,
eventually everybody's. It's what it's gonna be like.
What was that fucking Tom Cruise movie? What was the name of that fucking movie where he had the
Minority
thing in his
Report.
eye? Is it where he had the? Is it Minority
I
Report?
think so.
That movie's old. That movie's old.
Mhm.
Mid 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
They had that technology in that fucking movie.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm definitely not gonna get one because I don't got $4,000 to spend on it, and I don't got
I didn't know
$4,000 to go
for
to
a
Egypt
rack.
either. So yeah, it's 4,000. It's like $3,500.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
That's a car.
Yeah, and that's like Egypt's too far. It's expensive. I would love to see the pyramids, but I could just like I saw them in my PlayStation VR thing. So
It's cool. You
It's
was
cool.
there. You was there, dog.
basically,
You was there.
I mean, it's not the same, but
It's not the same.
basically,
I didn't been everywhere. I didn't walked around. I didn't been to Vietnam. Beautiful country. I tried to go to Antarctica, but for some reason it only lets you. There's these bases on the coast, but you try to go inland, and there's shit inland. You see it, but they will not let you go inland. I was like, there's something there that you motherfucker. And that's another thing Billy Carson said. As the ice melts, they're finding shit.
makes sense.
They're finding shit.
Maybe they had Apple Visions.
Maybe that's where they got the Apple Vision from. Technology, like he said, it's been here before. We're just rediscovering it.
Yeah,
And
getting an
advanced.
iPhone 15. Pretty excited.
Was that?
So I'm getting an iPhone 15 in a couple days. I'm
I
pretty
know.
excited
I need
about
to,
that.
Yeah, I'm still.
Show's gonna get an upgrade, dude. The cameras are bonkers on that thing. We're gonna be even more HD.
I'm still fucking with the 11.
Yeah, I got the 12, man. So it's gonna be a pretty big upgrade for me.
I just said it the other day. Fuck around and go get the 15, and they tell you, well, you might as well wait for the 16.
Yeah.
Like motherfuckers. Y'all
Well,
always
it was free.
Oh, word?
Yeah,
Hmm.
not an ad, but Verizon fucking like they were like, you trade in that one and you can have a 15 Pro for free. And I was like, okay,
Free.
yeah. So me and my wife are both trading our phones in. I got two of them for free. I had to pay like the upgrade fee. There's an upgrade fee and an activation fee. So like I had to pay like $200 total, but it was $200 for two
Nice, I mean,
iPhones.
nice little deal.
Yeah,
Nice little deal.
shit ain't
That's
bad.
almost a steal right there.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. They texted me and they were like, "You want to do this?"
I get those texts, man. I be ignoring
Yeah,
them.
you
I'm about to
should.
start
I mean,
hitting
every
them
once in a while, I'll
motherfuckers
check
back.
them out. There's some good deals in there. Dude, you might have got that same shit.
Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I used to think I had to have the new iPhone every time it came out.
Nah, they're. I was just talking about this with my wife. They're just not like there used to be like the difference between the iPhone 3 and the iPhone 4. If you're old enough to remember this, it was a big deal. Like it looked different. It had a bunch of different shit. Like it's like, oh, it only has 2 buttons instead of 1 button. Like I remember when they got rid of the buttons and everybody was pissed. Like
What year
they
was
got
that?
rid of
When
the
was
little.
that?
Fuck, it had to have been like the 11 actually. Yeah, I remember when they got rid of the fucking. I remember when they made the button not an actual button anymore. It was just a little fingerprint scanner, and then it just felt like it was a button, but it wasn't an actual button, and that pissed people off. I remember when the headphone jack was at the top.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, the like lock button used to be like on the side and shit. Like
I got out of the
they used to
joint
be different.
in 2010.
There, we'll look
And
at.
I remember getting a phone like, where the fuck are the buttons? When the iPhone first, they've been around for a minute, ain't they?
Let's see. Yeah, let's see.
Then they say if you're an iPhone user and you go to a fucking Samsung, it's like you're walking on your fucking hands now.
I don't like it.
Nah, it's that
I
big
don't
of a
like
difference, huh?
I don't like it. Yeah, I mean, it just is, and it's like I don't care if you use one. That's the thing about the Android Apple thing is like, I've never really heard anybody try to convince anybody else the iPhone's better. But I hear motherfuckers trying to convince people that they should get an Android like all the time. And I'm like, I don't care though. Like, I don't care.
I ain't into that. Another divisive mechanism.
I don't care at all. And I like it because all my shit just talks to each other. Like my phone and my computer and my iPad and my watch, like
It's very convenient.
They're all on the same page all the time. And
It's all convenient.
I can answer a call on my watch and then be like, oh, hold on, and then pass it off to FaceTime on my laptop.
What about the glasses? I almost went and got the glasses, but I ride bike a lot, so the smart glasses.
Oh, I haven't even seen those.
Yeah, they got some smart glasses. Look just like my Ray-Bans here. Matter of fact, they are Ray-Bans. The glasses that Michigan used to fucking cheat.
Oh, no.
Those glasses.
Yeah, see that they used to be like
yeah, they all do look different.
Like they got huge, and then
they got small
again.
again.
The screens got big. Yeah, they because I got the Max right now, but the free one was the smaller one, so it's gonna be weird. I'm gonna have a smaller phone again. It's gonna be kind of weird.
So I went and got a case for my old 11 here just a few months ago, man. 'Cause I kept my shit's all fucked up. Fucking kid laughed at me and was like, "It still works." I'm like, "Man, give me my fucking shit, man." He said, "I got one case for it." I said, "Give me that motherfucker, man. I ain't into all that phone shit."
Well, yeah,
hello, goodbye.
Yeah, you don't need a new one every year.
If I didn't have the business, man, I don't know where I would even be with Facebook.
Yeah.
But I like to talk shit a lot too.
I think most people aren't upgrading every year anymore.
Yeah, that's too much.
No.
That's too much. And fuck an iPhone.
Well, and they're just not different. There's like one different thing
one
about
different. Them. How much are they? Fuck, 1,400, 1,200?
Like
over 1,000.
Yeah, like $1,000.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so you can really tell when you look from the side.
Nah.
Big and chunky. They got real thin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see the game they playing.
Mm-hmm.
And the shit works too.
Yeah. It does. It does. Yeah, I'm excited.
You rolling
about
with
that.
the Niners in the Super Bowl, huh?
Yeah, I think so. Because I mean, it's not even like anybody on the Chiefs' fault, and it's not even. I'm not just a hater because they win a lot.
Did they have that good of a season though?
I mean, not really. It didn't seem like it. I didn't pay any attention.
It didn't seem like they had that good of a season.
It's not even that
like
I want
Baltimore
them to
or
lose.
San Fran.
I think them losing would be the funniest thing. I think it'd be funnier if they lost than if the Niners lost.
I don't know, man.
I'm not even gonna watch, to be honest with you.
Really?
No, I don't even. Give
I'm not. I haven't been excited about a Super Bowl in probably since the last time the Broncos went back to back.
No, and it's like the most exciting thing lately is the commercials, and it's like
commercials.
The commercials have kind of sucked, and they put
What's
all
the halftime show? Who's the halftime?
Usher.
Usher.
I don't even care. I don't really give a shit.
And
then they put all the commercials on YouTube like the day before anyway.
Well, I feel like they're doing it already. I feel like they're kind of doing it already.
Like I barely even care. Well, that's what's crazy about the commercials is now there's like trailers for the like they put out commercials like coming soon, like watch the Super Bowl to see this commercial. But I mean, the commercials usually are funny or whatever. But I just don't feel that motivated to care about it. You know.
I can't remember what his name is, but he was running back for the Houston Texans back in the day. Big dude. Arian Foster.
Yeah. I remember him.
Ever since I watched a clip of him, and we've all heard it about sports, whether it's soccer, baseball, cricket, whatever, how it's rigged, how these storylines are always set up. There's always a storyline for both teams every week. Somebody's fighting an injury. They're going to do an interview with a guy that don't even play, and they're going to cry about it. You know what I mean? How he grew up, or there was always some bullshit. And I go back, I can't remember what year it was, but his name was Brian Denny. He was an NBA referee who was actually sent to prison for rigging and setting up games. And I remember watching a particular game. I think it was the Spurs and the Knicks. Spurs were on a nice run to the playoffs, and I don't remember seeing Tim Duncan do anything, but the guy ejected Tim Duncan while he was sitting on the bench early in the game. Now, you take out TD, the chances of winning for the Spurs, go down just that much, at least 30 points. Years later, this guy gets indicted by the feds. Like, this dude did federal time for rigging and setting up NBA games. So I go back to that, and I'm like, he wasn't the only one. The guy never ratted. Like,
Good for him.
salute. You know, I salute. The dude did his time. He never ratted. But no fucking way he was the only one.
No.
At the time,
mean,
he
you
was
don't
a
get 10 years.
younger ref. So there were some older cats.
Yeah, you don't get 10 years for it unless
You don't
it's
get
like
10 years for it.
some kind of network.
You benefit. I think they might have RICO'd him. I could be wrong, but they RICO'd him. You know, every time you get big pay and you get the, that's a RICO case. So no fucking way he was the only one. So we got to go to umpires. We got to go to soccer referees, diving, volleyball referees. We got to look at everything. So I don't know. Ever since I watched that clip, I look at sports like, and it is entertainment.
Yeah.
When you take all the meat off the bone, it's entertainment. I mean, look at what they did with the NBA. They don't want you to play fucking defense anymore. You can't square a guy up anymore and play defense. Like, it's a fucking foul. Like, what the fuck? Same thing with football. The hitting the defenseless player rule, I love it. That's actually like that ruined a lot of guys' careers back in the day, but it's hard to watch football anymore. You might as well put flags on these dudes out here.
I saw it was Tom Brady talking about it actually. And he was talking about how like it's the quarterback's job to not throw a hospital ball and get a dude lit up.
Most definitely.
And he's like, and the rest.
He called it a hospital ball.
No, that's what I call it.
Oh,
okay. Because I watch on YouTube, I'll be like hospital ball compilation, and I'll watch like 15 minutes of dudes getting thrown hospital balls.
Yeah, man.
Like it's
all from what 80s, 90s, 70s,
yeah, dude.
80s,
Like,
90s?
well, I mean, not all of them, but most of them, yeah. But it's fucked up. But it's like that's what football's about, baby. To me. But he's like it's the quarterback's job not to put the ball in a spot where a dude's gonna get lit up. Like it's your job to protect the guy. But when the defense comes and lights a dude up, they get a flag. So he's like the refs are punishing the defense for a mistake the quarterback made.
And you going 100 miles an hour,
Mm-hmm.
there's no let up on
And
that.
he's like the quarterback should have known not to throw the ball there. He was talking about Ray Lewis. He was like, well, when we played Baltimore and Ray Lewis played, I just didn't throw it in the middle of the field at all. Ever.
At all.
He's like, because I knew if I threw it in the middle of the field that Ray was going to light him up. And he was like, and when Ray lit people up, they were like out of the game.
Done.
Like he's like, they weren't like winded. They were like
Done.
knocked out of the game.
Done.
Yeah. So he's like, he was just talking about how it's the quarterback's job to know not to throw that ball, and the defense shouldn't get penalized because the quarterback threw a bad ball. But yeah, dude, I'd be watching hospital ball compilations on YouTube, man.
Yeah, so I feel like if the Chiefs win, it's a legitimate rig. It's all set up.
Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, ever since the Taylor Swift thing, I'm like, okay, so the Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl.
Okay, it's all
like 100%. The Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl.
The Chiefs are going to benefit.
I don't think it's
Taylor
rigged,
Swift's going to benefit, and the NFL is going to benefit.
Yeah, I don't think it's rigged, but I'm tired of it. I'm bored of it.
Yeah, just the whole quality.
Plus, it was my first year as a Ravens fan, and it's like,
that was sad. I
Yeah.
actually wanted to cry for Youngblood, man. I thought he was going to do it this year,
it was like, yeah, it was bad.
but that could be.
It wasn't his fault though.
No,
It was bad.
it was bad. It was bad. But
It was
I
Zay
don't know.
Flowers' fault.
I may peek at it a little bit. I mean,
Super Bowl?
yeah, I may.
I
Peek.
don't-
I don't.
I'm probably not going to, unless like my dad wants to watch it, and then I'll go watch it with Dad. If he texts me like, "Hey, let's watch the Super Bowl," I'll watch it. Other than that, probably not.
Like even LeBron, like we talked about before we got on the mic. Like I love LeBron. That's my horse right now. Like he's my mic right now. But the Lakers ain't doing. Y'all ain't shit. If the season ended, y'all ain't in the playoffs. But I feel like ESPN, all the sports, like LeBron and the Lakers, like stop talking about these motherfuckers. They ain't good right now. They're barely over fucking 500.
Yeah.
But, that's all the storyline. What was it, last year? Mahomes' fucking sprained ankle.
Mm-hmm.
They had a fucking camera set up on this. They're like, man, I might give a fuck about his ankle, man. If you out here, you're supposed to fucking play.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Yeah, and it's not his fault. It's not even Travis Kelce's fault. It's not Taylor Swift's fault. But I'm just tired of it. And I'm kind of tired of like I don't know, I'm I'm getting kind of tired of rich people, honestly. And the Super Bowl is just like
speak on it.
a celebration of rich people and being
That's
rich.
what it's turned into.
Because like Christian McCaffrey's mom was talking about trying to get tickets in like a suite or something, and she was like, yeah, Christian can't even afford tickets to the Super Bowl. Like this motherfucker can't afford tickets to the Super Bowl that he's playing in. I mean, he can afford tickets. He can't afford to get a box. But he's a millionaire. He should be able to afford to get a fucking box.
Well,
Like,
you
it's
know,
too
it's the
much.
Super Bowl, so
It's
you
too
know,
much
during
money,
this during the regular season, let's just throw a price. This might be $1,000,
Yeah.
but playoffs is $5. Super Bowl, it's fucking 15. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's more than that if he can't
Probably
afford it.
more
dude.
than that if
Christian
he can't afford
McCaffrey's
it,
a
right?
fucking
Where are they
millionaire.
playing? Vegas too.
Yeah.
See, then there's that new stadium, new city. It's fucking Vegas. You know, it's
Yeah,
yeah,
like a
yeah,
dude that
they can-
that has millions of dollars in the bank should be able to afford to buy a box.
How much is that motherfucker?
Well, that's what I'm mad about. Like, I'm not mad on Christian McCaffrey's behalf because he can't afford it. Because like, I don't give a fuck if he can afford it.
What
or
the
not.
fuck is in these boxes?
It's like somebody. It's just the whole thing just feels like icky, and it's just a bunch of rich people sucking each other's dicks and like.
Well,
Maybe I'm jealous, but
I've been to some pro NBA games, and I've been to a few pro NFL games. Me and my dad would do that shit. And the old United Center, I'll just use the old United Center. Now, where the Bulls play now, I think it's actually like across the street. But the old United Center, bro, like, it was in the fucking hood. Like, you gotta get the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? The Lakers used to play in Inglewood. You know, like gang and like the lowly parts of the fucking city. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
And they push a lot of people. You know, we all know what they do. They push people out. They got to get the homeless people out. It ain't a good look for the people coming in type shit. You know, it's just there's a whole lot of exploitation that goes around a Super Bowl that the dark side people don't even fucking know about. And, you know, I don't know if it's me being older and just paying attention to that shit now. It's like, fuck, I can't promote that shit, man.
Yeah.
How many people did they displace just for this one fucking night? I think about that shit. It is Vegas, you know, Sin City. There's a whole lot of shit going to be surrounded by the Super Bowls. Yeah, they can, what was it, inflation?
Mm-hmm.
Let's call it inflation.
And it's just, I don't know. It's just always in my face. And it's like on Instagram now, like all the players have Instagrams and they're like, you're seeing like the inside of their big ass houses all the time. And it's like always in your face. It's like, dude, I don't give a fuck about these rich people and their rich ass problems. Like, I don't give a shit.
I liked not knowing about my guys. Like,
yeah, like I don't
we
even
knew
like
Magic.
I don't care
We
that
didn't
much.
see Magic until the season started.
Yeah.
Like,
And they're like, you guys are awesome. And I appreciate what you do.
But
I don't need to see it every minute of the fucking day, dude. It's just it's like I'm oversaturated with it, and it's just I don't.
and I
care.
think I mentioned that before on an earlier episode over the pandemic. How I kind of like. I think that's where I made up my mind with sports. I can't remember the dude's name. He wasn't like a star. I think he might still be in the league. Maybe, I don't know. But when they stopped the season, they weren't sure if they were going to do the bubble or they, you know, that decision hadn't been made yet. And they interviewed him, and he said, pretty much he said he wasn't sure how he was going to be able to feed his family now. And I'm like,
yeah, see shit like
motherfucker,
that.
you've been in the NBA at least for
that is-
5-6 years. I know you got some chips in the bank.
Mm-hmm.
These motherfuckers out here really losing their houses, you know, losing their lives and having to separate their families and shit.
Yeah.
And you, over a game,
It's fucking stupid.
yeah, that pissed me off. That didn't sit right with me. So I was just like, fuck these motherfuckers,
Yeah.
man.
And like NFL games are really, it's the Super Bowl specifically, like the pageantry, the extravagancy, the show. I just don't like it. Like it's just a fucking football game. It's
football
really
game.
just a football game.
Well, I guess that's what my decision was. Like I think I figured, and not just sports, but they tried to heal everybody with sports.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, motherfuckers out here dying for real. You know what I'm saying? You know? Yeah, the Lakers will be playing in the bubble. Like, I don't give a fuck. This shit ain't detrimental to my survival right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got to get my rice and my beans ready. You know what I'm saying? That's where I was at with it. And I'm
They're like-
hearing these motherfuckers talking about how they ain't gonna be able to feed their families now. Like, man, your last check for your last game was probably $300,000.
That's more money than I'll ever see.
Motherfucker, what do you mean? What the fuck?
The crowd, the like Skype crowd in the bubble, that was funny though.
Yeah, that was
They
funny.
put all the people on the screen.
That was funny.
I like that.
That was a dope idea.
But yeah, it's
And
like, I
think
don't.
about how much they made doing that shit.
Yeah, it's like I just don't care about the Super Bowl, man.
I just
It's
don't.
It's hard to care about it.
I just don't. And it's so watered down anymore. It's so not about football anymore.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Exactly.
Like,
I just want to watch these dudes play football. That's it.
that's it. That's it. Actually, football during the pandemic when they didn't have a crowd, that was interesting.
Kind of nice. And like, I don't need a week. They spent a whole week of like Super Bowl media days of like doing interviews and other shit. And like, I don't. And they're talking about like everything except football.
Everybody's gonna cry. Somebody's gonna cry. It's gonna be, oh yeah. Well,
like they asked Patrick
grew up,
Mahomes to do a Kermit the Frog impression and shit. And I'm like, what is this?
Did he do it?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, you idiot.
And they're asking him like, if you were a basketball player, who would you be? And he's like, and he's fucking around. He's like, oh, I'd totally be Steph Curry, dude. Like, fuck. I just need to practice a little bit. I'd be draining threes like Steph Curry right now. He's just talking shit, you know? But it's like, what is this? Oh, dude, you know what I saw? I saw one of these. It wasn't Erin Andrews, but one of those sideline reporter chicks like Erin Andrews.
Right.
She was like, straight up, she was like, I just made those sideline reports up most of the time. She's like, the coach is busy. He doesn't want to talk to me. They're like, we're going on air in 5. She's like, usually I just made them up. And the coach is never going to get mad if I say stuff like, we gotta quit turning the ball over. We gotta start beating ourselves. We gotta be more aggressive on third down. No coach is ever going to come out and say that he never said that. He's like, so she was like, so most of those I just made them up.
So she said she talked to the coach,
But she didn't. And that's probably how all of them do it.
Hey,
It's probably all just made up.
that's ad-lib. Hey, that's on your toes right there, girl.
Yeah, the sideline reporters, they probably never even talked to the fucking coach. They just made some shit up. That's why it's always the same shit.
Always.
That's why it's always the same shit. That's why it's always those examples I just gave. I don't even know if that's what she said, but it probably is because that's what all of them say. We got to start turning the ball over. We got to be better on third down. We got to start beating ourselves.
Stick to the script. Stick to the script.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, it's really hard for me to articulate my problem with the Super Bowl. It just feels gross. Like the whole thing just feels slimy to me.
I'm in the car with you.
And it's like I can just smell the smell of billionaires making more money.
Well, the NFL's been tax exempt from day one.
Yeah, and it's like,
yeah.
It's like, God, I just don't even give a fuck.
Everybody involved, whether it's the 1%er to the majority, everybody gonna get some cheese off of this over this game we grew up playing.
Yeah,
in a field.
Yeah, and I'm not discounting. Like, it means a lot for the players, and it's a huge accomplishment. And like, you're the best team in the NFL, and that's a big deal.
These are still world-class athletes.
Yeah, but it just feels like all of that is secondary.
Well, there was a clip of
to the show.
Des Bryant. I'll send it to you. Where Des Bryant, and it was some years ago, where he's like, "What the fuck?" Kind of, I wouldn't say he's saying it's rigged, but he was like, he felt set up. Where he had a rant in the locker room, some coaches, and I think I even remember that back in the day. I can't remember what game it was. The game where they took his catch from him.
Oh.
And that was a fucking touchdown that year.
I don't know.
I can't remember if that was a playoff game or not. But, yeah, he was basically saying, yo, this shit is rigged.
Well, I mean, that's what everybody says if they think they got a touchdown and they say.
Yeah, and I said that too. But it was a touchdown. But I think NBA and NFL alike, we need the referees there. We need the referees there.
Well, and
otherwise,
they're just dudes, man.
But
they're gonna get it wrong.
I've seen a lot of games, NFL, NBA mainly. Those are my main two sports that I watch, where the ref is taking the game away from the players.
It sucks when that happens.
I've seen that so much.
Yeah, it sucks when they something they do decides who wins.
Right. 2 minutes left in the game. You got a wide receiver running a straight, and You gotta let them dudes jostle. This is gonna decide the game right here. You gotta let them dudes
Well, and they're
jostle.
gonna play hard.
If he's not pulling him and he's not putting him to the ground and they just jockeying for position, as a referee, and I've reffed games before, you gotta let that go. But I've seen so many calls just this year where, like, fuck, he didn't. They just both of them are touching each other, and you dictate the game. I've seen that so much. It's like, But I assume the NFL, since the referee in the NBA went to prison, I assume they got a tighter rein on that. But
I don't think it's. I mean, I don't think it's rigged because like, there's no reason for it to be.
Okay, let's use a different word. I was about to say that a second.
Because no matter who, like, if Taylor Swift wasn't at the Super Bowl, the Lions would be, and Eminem would be there, and it wouldn't be as big of a deal.
Thank you.
And it would be, the Lions and the Ravens. Right.
The storyline.
Like, it would still be there. Whatever storyline they wanted to have would still be there.
Okay.
So, like, I don't think it matters.
WWE wrestling.
Yeah.
The storyline. The entertainment, the storyline.
Yeah, well, that is scripted. But it's fun still.
But
there's
it's
nothing
fun
wrong.
still.
There's nothing wrong with being scripted.
Right.
I don't think there's any reason for them to script the NFL or the NBA or anything. Because no matter who wins, they're making money still. No matter who wins, no matter how it goes, it's just as exciting. Like, it's sports, man. And some of the stuff, it's like you can't script it, man. You can't make the ball bounce a certain way, or like you can't make somebody. Like, how hard would it be to miss a field goal on purpose? Because it's not like you can shank it all the time, or you'll get fucked up. So it's like it'd be harder to. They're like, doink it off the right upright. That's harder than making the fucking field goal. So some of the stuff, like, it would be impossible to script.
I don't know, a kicker. If anybody had a script out there to follow and would be able to follow, it would be the kicker.
You think so?
I don't think a quarterback could just
throw
5 ducks in a row and somebody
motherfuckers
be like, "Hey man, what are you doing?"
Yeah, it only gets harder from there.
Yeah.
Like, the kicker's the easiest one.
Miss a tackle, and you're like, "Man, you didn't whiff. You fucking missed."
You hand the ball off and he fumbles it every third carry. Like, that's a problem. And it's like, why aren't you benching that guy? Like,
we ain't trying to throw the kicker under the bus, but it would be you if I'm just saying, if I was the kicker. Yeah,
I don't know. I'm just like, I think it'd be just as hard to barely miss a field goal as it would to fucking make it.
Especially if you're good.
Yeah, I just really think there's no reason for them to script it. Like, there's no gain.
I see two sides to it. I'm gonna play the fence on here. I'm probably about 70-30. 30% rigged. 70% I'm giving the credit to these players. Because we're talking world-class athletes.
Yeah, dude. And they're doing amazing shit all the time.
World-class. Some of the best athletes in the world. Multi-sport world-class athletes. Mm-hmm. And
Tyreek's nice at Fortnite, too.
Man. Ooh, the Chiefs going in with him. Ooh, that changed your mind, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. Tyreek's cool.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna give it a peek.
Yeah,
I give it a peek.
But
I got so much other shit to do.
I don't know, man. The more I'm paying attention to the world, the more problem I'm having with, like, billionaires and stuff. And it's like, whatever, good for you. You got your money, but I don't got to watch you have the best night of your life.
Where you just
and then I got to go to work the next day.
Where you threw away $500,000 on a box in a stadium.
Exactly,
with a charcuterie board in that motherfucker.
Yeah, you spent $2 million on your suite. You're up there popping $200,000 bottles of champagne and just pouring them out. Like, I don't have to watch it. Like, I don't want to watch Lil Wayne watch the Super Bowl. He's doing a show at Pinnacle Bank, though. I do want to watch that.
Oh, that's real? Oh, shit, really? What's this, his second time here?
Yeah, I think so.
Second,
I got no problem with Wayne. I just don't like I want to watch football.
I don't want to see you on ESPN, man. I'm waiting for the quarter 5.
Yeah, I
dig?
I don't care. It just really feels like I'm not seeing anything about the actual sports anymore at all.
No.
It's about the personalities. It's about, which is fine, and it's good to get to know the players and know their personalities, like, whatever. It's just like, I don't care.
Don't care. Like I said, back in my day, like we didn't know how much Michael Jordan was making. We didn't know what his house looked like.
No, I
We
don't need
didn't
to
know
know
what he
that.
was
I don't need to know
driving.
that. And
None
like
of
for
that
his
shit.
sake, I don't want to know.
Well, I don't know. I don't want to know that.
If I was him, I wouldn't want people to know where I live at or what my house looks like, or like I wouldn't want people in my business as much.
You didn't see the players. You know, they weren't on reality shows. 'Cause, you know, those shits didn't exist. Like you didn't see them.
Yeah.
You didn't see them on nothing.
I don't know. So
until,
it's just
until
like,
that season started.
it's just always, and once the algorithm figures out what you like, dude, it's like, oh, you like the NFL, it's nonstop.
The algorithm. Oh my
Yeah,
God!
so I
I've been
think-
fighting the algorithm.
So I really think it's just like, it's not even the NFL's fault. It's not anybody's fault. The Super Bowl, this is a separate thing. The Super Bowl, I do think, is pretty gross. But I don't know if that's the NFL's fault or if that's just what has started to surround it. Like it's like the Super Bowl is like it feels like the Grammys and shit. Like it feels like just a place where famous people gather to do whatever famous people do. Like normal people don't get to go to the Super Bowl. There's no normal people in there.
Well, do you think that's what it is? You think? I actually remember the early '80s when the NBA almost died. Like they were dead, and they had to merge with another league to stay alive. Do you think that's where the NFL is? People are just not interested anymore.
I don't
Motherfuckers
know.
ain't watching no more.
I don't know. It seems
And
like
they
a lot
gotta,
of people
and
are
they
watching.
think they gotta add Taylor Swift.
Oh, like
and
that's why the Taylor. I was gonna say it seems like a lot of people are watching because Taylor
a
Swift.
whole nother, like they got moms and from 6-year-old girls to fucking moms watching fucking football now.
I don't know, dude. The cheapest ticket you can get to the Super Bowl is $5,500.
That's stupid.
And
That's
then
crazy,
the hotel's
man.
gonna be jacked up. The hotel's gonna be 10 times as expensive because they know there's a bunch of rich people. All your Uber's gonna be like normal people can't afford to go.
You're alienating your Joes.
Right. So I know for a fact when I'm watching the Super Bowl, there's nothing but filthy rich motherfuckers in that
And
building.
here we are, Joes at the house.
Yeah. Like I'll never have it. Like I'm not gonna go to the Super Bowl ever.
Or is the NFL trying to become a fucking polo league or some shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, and it's gonna be like, oh, here's Lil Wayne, and here's Taylor Swift, and here's Will Ferrell, and here's Bill Murray, and here's Ice Spice, and here like the whole thing is just gonna be, here's Usher in the crowd, here's this guy, here's this guy. It's like I don't care. So it feels like the Oscars and shit to me now. It just feels like a gathering of rich people to just do rich people
Well,
shit.
I guess that's one of the rumors. One of the rumors is Taylor Swift and the NFL made a deal, and
probably
I'm
fucking
like,
did.
it is entertainment. I don't quite agree with that, but it could be the
Yeah,
deal.
I don't know. So
I mean, she's been at every fucking game every season, right? I mean,
Yeah.
this whole season, right?
yeah, I don't know. Super Bowl is just fucking weird to me. The regular season games are fine. They're like they feel normal, and it doesn't feel like this at all. But then it gets to be like a month before the
Feel
Super Bowl,
that bullshit.
and they need to start building it and building it and building it, and it's like, God damn, I just don't give a fuck.
Almost like the elections or some
Well,
shit.
and especially when I don't care about either team, really. Like, I don't care if the 49ers win. I really don't care if the Chiefs win. Like, I don't care.
I'm only rolling with the 49ers just because of their Husker history.
Mhm.
I feel like every Nebraska.
Yeah, Randy Gregory's on there.
Yeah, I think everybody in Nebraska
So-
is probably. I don't know. Kind of probably split.
Yeah.
Got a lot of Chiefs fans here. My mom's a Chiefs fan, but that's my mom's from down in that way. So
Yeah, and I don't got a problem with Chiefs fans. I don't got a problem with the Chiefs. My problem's like with the Super Bowl.
Chiefs to me right now are like the Lakers of the '80s. My dad was a huge Showtime Lakers fan, and I would root against anybody that played against the Lakers back then. He didn't. If it could have been the fucking Clippers, man. Like I wanted the Clippers to beat the Lakers. That's that's who the Chiefs are, right? Man. They're the Showtime Lakers to me right now. I fucking hated the Showtime Lakers, man. Then Mike came and busted they shit in '91. That had to have been one of the most exciting fucking moments in my life to see Mike take down the Showtime Lakers with that double pump fucking layup, man, where he jumps up with his right hand, fucking switches to his left in midair, bro, and lays it up. Oh, my house did a flip. Me and my homies, my whole house did a flip. Man, motherfuckers almost killed themselves trying to. I never could perfect that move. Like, you know, I had a little bit of hop, but it felt funny as fuck doing that in air. That's how you knew Mike. Mike is a motherfucker, man. He did fly for a little
That's
bit.
crazy.
Might only been for about split 0.22 seconds, but man, bro was flying for real.
Yeah.
What a
And
time to
it's-
be alive.
Yeah, it's not even like I want the Chiefs to lose like that. It's just like I don't care. Like I'll feel exactly the same.
What was their record this year?
Chiefs, I don't know. Let's see.
'Cause I don't feel like they had that great of a season.
Check the Chiefs record.
But they got
and then
Taylor
we gotta,
Swift.
and then we gotta go.
They got Taylor Swift on the bench.
They are. You think it'd be easier to just? They're 11-6.
Okay. And the Niners are what? And not to mention the fact that 49ers quarterback, like he was Mr. Irrelevant. You know what I mean?
12-5.
12-5. Okay, quite a little even.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. All I know is we gotta go. It's a school night. Gotta go
Tell y'all
home,
what we thought
go to
about the
bed,
game.
Go to work. Yeah, I'll tell you what I thought about the commercials I YouTubed because I'm serious, dude. I'm probably not gonna watch that shit.
I'm not excited about it.
I just really don't. I'm really apathetic about it. Really don't care. It's gonna be a bunch of rich people fucking circle jerking each other. I'm just tired of it. And especially, like, I think I'm extra tired of that shit because of the election stuff. That's already, like, the election stuff is already fucking full steam ahead. And it's just
Man.
like, fuck, I'm tired of the news, all kinds of news.
All of that bullshit.
I'm tired of the news. I'm tired of the media. I'm tired of stuff being put in front of me for me to like, be influenced by or whatever. It's a lot right now, man.
It's a lot.
There's just a lot of the Super Bowl time combined with the election is just like a constant like just blast of bullshit in your
Tell
face.
everybody, turn
all
off
the
your
time.
TVs. Turn your phone down. Turn it over.
Yeah, for real.
Find some hobbies. Get outside. Take a drive. Hit the gym. Take a walk. Walk your dog. Practice making babies with your husband and your wife, man. But all that old bullshit, drop
Yeah,
it.
especially because the election shit's only getting worse, man.
And they know what they're doing with
shit's
that
just
shit.
getting started.
Just getting started. Just getting started. Turn that fucking shit off, man. How about vote for nobody 2026? Can we hashtag that? Did I make up that hashtag? I
Maybe.
think I just did. Vote for nobody 2026. I think if everybody collectively, and it'll never happen, this is just me, but I think everybody in record numbers, if we just said fuck this shit and didn't vote, bro, that would be the great reset.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the great reset. How the fuck you gonna keep your position if we didn't vote for you? But it don't work like that. So
It don't.
that's a whole nother game there. That's a whole nother
No.
level. Maybe one
I
day
don't know.
that'll happen.
I don't know. All I know is thanks for listening. Have a good week. Tell your friends about us. They'll probably like us. If they don't care who wins the Super Bowl, they'll definitely like this episode. Check us out on our socials. We're on, what's it called? Threads? We on Threads?
Threads.
We're on Threads. We're on Instagram. We got a Twitter a little bit. We're not super active, but you can follow us there anyways. New episodes. I'm not even going to tell you what day. Every week-ish. We're busy. You guys don't pay me for this.
Flow like water, Bruce Lee.
Yeah, it just comes out whenever, every week. Sometimes we skip an episode. I had a pretty bad migraine last week, so the VA's been fucking with me. So we didn't record last week, but we could talk about that next episode, I guess. But anyways, hope you guys have a good week. Stay cool. Bye-bye.